Before we get going, for the new viewers, my name is Brando, founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency specialized in paid advertising, content creation, email marketing, and conversion rate optimization. If you're looking for a growth partner and you want a free audit, feel free to book a call down below. Now let's get going. Hey, how's it going? This is Brando from Brandlux Media, and today is going to be an exciting one because I'm going to bring you through the exact same process that we use to scale a client all the way up to 400K per month with a 3x return on ad spend. I'm going to bring you through two things. Number one, the exact same creative infrastructure that we set up for the client. And number two, the exact same sales page structure and framework that we still installed into the client's business, okay? With no further ado, let's get right into the video. Let me actually just show you the proof so you know this is real. This is, their triple whale account, as you can see here in September, between September 3rd and October 3rd. We scaled all the way up to $400,000 a month. We spend $141,000 a month on ads, and the blended return on ad spend for the brand was a little over 3x return. Okay, so amazing returns. The break even for the business was around actually below 2, so this is very profitable. And as you can see here, we spent over $100,000, to be exact, $113,000 on Facebook with a 2.83x return. This is what Triple Whale reported, and Google Ads was also quite decent, $27,000 with a 4.3x return on ad spend. So all the way, once again, blended, we were able to achieve a 3x return, and this was very, very profitable for the client. Okay, just so you know that this is actually our effort. Let me actually show you when we first started working with the client. We started scaling as soon as we onboarded them. So this should be the exact month. Yeah, 56,000. So let me actually bring you through a couple of things here, okay? First of all is the creative strategy. And the creative strategy is so crucial for scaling because you cannot actually increase your ad spend if you don't have enough creatives. If you don't have enough creatives, you can't increase your ad spend. And this is actually a rabbit hole that a lot of brand owners go through because they just think that once you get as you see here, a 3.63 ROAS, as you scale, the ROAS is gonna keep on staying the same, if not go higher. This is actually not how it works. The more you increase spend, the more the returns diminish because creatives get burnt, ad fatigue, more competition, rising advertising cost, a bunch of different things. So in this video, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna switch my screen over here. Hopefully you can see this, and bring you through the exact diagram and framework that we use to scale our client from a creative perspective, okay? And the one thing that we really focused on was user-generated content. I'm not here to sell you on why UGC actually works, user-generated content. If you don't know that by now, you're definitely behind because it's definitely one of the most trending ways to actually sell your product, right? What better way to have somebody else sell the product for you, right? And so this is the exact process that we went through. The first thing that we established, okay, for the client was a winning offer, right? You can have a winning product, it definitely helps, of course it helps, but we also try to increase the perceived value of the product by adding multiple aspects to the offer, like free shipping, a 20% discount for first-time buyers. We also added an ebook. We really increased the perceived value. So once you have a winning, you don't have to have an offer necessarily. You can also just sell a product. But I always like to say to my clients, is it better to promote an offer or just the product? And of course, the offer is always going to be the first choice. So if you have the chance, create an offer. Once you find a winning offer, this is where you have to test different marketing angles from, on the front end. And when I say the front end, I essentially mean your social ads or whatever you're promoting, the front end of the funnel. So angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. We actually tested like over a dozen angles, but I didn't want to put 12 over here just for the sake of the example. So the whole strategy here is that after you find a winning offer, you test different angles. What does an angle mean? I'll give you an example. Like there's different level of awareness that people have of a particular product. There's people that are product aware, solution aware, problem aware, completely aware of the product, or completely unaware of the product. And of course, you need to create marketing angles that resonate with each pillar, right? Or else you cannot use a problem aware marketing angle with, like, you know, if you want to promote to somebody that is completely unaware of the product, right? So there needs to be like congruency in how you do your marketing and who you're reaching out to, and who you're not who you're reaching out to, but who you're showing your marketing message to. So once we find that winning angle, then that's when we really start scaling with user-generated content. We don't really want to invest too much in UGC before we actually just crack paid ads and we start getting some, you know, some winning angles and profitable campaigns. Once we have that, we can just go all in on UGC, because that is what is going to allow us to scale really, really aggressively. So let's just assume that we tested 3 angles. Angle number 2 is the winner. And then we just move all the way over here. And we actually just partner with creators. In my case, we partner with, I believe we partner with like 15 UGC creators. And 2 or 3 of those creators were actually just amazing. And so once again, the strategy lies in this process. Once you find these creators, let's just say you find 5, not all of them are gonna work. And a lot of people like actually, and this is kind of like really an interesting topic, they test like 2 or 3 UGC creators with like some, you know, 2 or 3 scripts or frameworks, and they don't perform. And then they think that UGC is just something that doesn't work nowadays. That's actually not the reality, and it's not true. So if you ever go in a situation where like 1 or 2 things that you tested did not work, it doesn't mean that the entire process doesn't work. So once again, make sure to test at least 10 to 15 UGC creators with different frameworks and storyboards and structures, okay? So in our case, we tested around 15. 2 or 3 were winners. We found the perfect creator with the perfect script, and then we had them create 3 to 5 UGC ads each, okay? And this is really where we started getting that volume for the ads. So once again, just imagine if you partner with 5 creators, you have 5, 10, 15, 20, up to 25 plus ads. Not even to mention the variations and the mashups that you can create once you have 25 pieces of content, right? So this is super powerful because it allowed us once again to scale the paid ads with additional content, right? We're essentially, see it this way, we're essentially beating our competition from a creative perspective, not how we structure our ad account, but from a creative perspective, right? Which is where a lot of brands actually lack. So once again, once we find the creator over here, the winning creators, and if you have noticed, the green ones are the winning are the winners. So once we find the winning UGC creators, we just scale with the same characteristics. So if the creator was blonde, had blue eyes, and lived in New York, we try to find as many creators as possible that have those physical, ethnical, or whatever characteristics, how they sound, right? We want to make sure that they sound, you know, they're as similar as possible. And once again, the point of testing many creators is because you can find multiple avatars, right? You can find the blonde 37-year-old girl that has a baby that lives in New York, and that works very well. Or you can find, you know, the black Christian woman that lives in, you know, California. I don't know. Like, just understand who your target market is, and make sure that your creators, you know, also represent the target market, right? If the creator is just completely different compared to like your ideal customer, then it's, you know, there's not going to be a level of resonation, and it's just not going to work. Okay, so once again, test your creators, test your scripts, and make sure to follow this diagram. I can guarantee you this is what we used, and it worked super well. Let me hop on over here and actually show you the landing page structure. Now, full transparency, I cannot show you the landing page of the client because we sign very strict NDAs, okay? But I can show you the exact same not even competitor, it's like a completely different brand that we really like, and we came across. And this is Bleem.com. They're making anywhere between $40,000 and $50,000 a day in revenue. And since we knew that this was a successful brand, we decided to completely model the structure and implement it for our client. And guess what? It worked amazingly. So let me actually bring you through the exact same landing page over here. So first of all, reviews, okay? We want to make sure that reviews are in color. I noticed many times that if the theme of the color of the website is like mainly black, people just leave both the add to cart and review color black. But like, you want to make sure that people actually see it, so it has to be a different color. So first of all, make sure that you structure your color schemes just like they do. Once again, add to cart button has to pop up. They have it in purple. Once again over here, purple. It has to stand out. It can't just be black, okay? So first of all, reviews. They have a very quick overview of the product. Guarantees to remove unwanted hair, gently exfoliates deadly skin cells, and all these are, pain points of the client. So they're very smart in putting this over here on the top. Next thing that I love about this store is that they have 3 different packs. Many people just offer one product, and that's just not enough. And then they realize that people are not spending enough and advertising costs are increasing. And at the same time, after all this, their profitability just goes and tanks down, right? So one way to fix this is actually add complimentary offers, or actually just add the quantities. So if you buy 1, it's 39. If you buy 2, it's 49. You get free shipping, and if you buy 3, you get a higher discount. Also, putting the most popular badge over here is very effective, because people just follow actions based on like what other people's do, other people similar to them, if you get my point. Okay, so this is this section over here. Over here we have some very basic drop downs. How does it work? Instructions, shipping, and returns. You always want the shippings and returns over here, because that's one of the first things that they think about. What if it doesn't work? How hard is it to actually get the product back and receive a refund or something like that? So you have it over here. So I love the entire structure over here so far. They have a bunch of reviews. Once again, social proof. I believe they also had something else regarding social proof. I'll see if I find it later. But yeah, social proof is the first thing they say. Once again, social proof over here, a bunch of reviews, a bunch of customers. And now we dive deep into the actual features of the product and what problems does it solve, okay? Travel safe, slows hair growth, easy to use, long lasting. I also like this, the scroll before and after. I love this, so people can actually see the difference before and after using the product. And once again, here there's also like a small portion of sales copy to increase the pain, right? Not all trips to the wax salon ends with a pleasant experience, because things get pretty hairy. Get it? During the whole process. Meet XYZ, the product. So they're introducing more pain and then introducing the product, okay? So this is a great way to do it. One other thing here is that, they're probably doing the same as we're doing. Once we actually invest into UGC for the ads, we just put them into the landing page. A lot of people don't do that. They just stick to the ads and they just don't put them into the landing page. Trust me, if you put UGC content into the landing pages, your conversion rate is going to increase guaranteed. So one thing that I really like about them is that they have a bunch of UGC creatives, and they're actually very good quality. If I can play one. Whatever, it's not gonna load. My Wi-Fi sucks for now. But yeah, you get my point. They have a bunch of UGC creatives, and essentially this is proof. They also have statistics. Statistics is always a good way to sell your product, with numbers and stats. And this is also a good portion. I love this about the website, is that they put multiple scenarios. What if I just want arms? What if I do legs, right? And they have an image that shows the exact process of somebody actually waxing their legs. What about the back? Right? Is it possible to do it in your back? Yes, it is. You can see it over here. What about the bikini, right? The bikini area or whatever. So this is very, very good so far. And let's just see. Here you go, other before and afters. So if you're selling, by the way, a beauty product, like 100% model this. Before and after is the most important selling point. So you want to make sure that you have a lot of before and afters. This is like, you know, this before and after is like very, very different, right? And so like you cannot really push these through ads because they will get blocked. Facebook, for example, doesn't really like before and afters. But you can put them in the website and it's like super, super effective. And then you have other reviews, once again, a bunch of social proof. One other thing that I love about this is that they also do, they compare their product with competitors, others, right? They can't maybe put a direct competitor, but you can do this in the same way with any product. You can put your, you can put certain characteristics and features over here, and then you can compare it with a competitor. One other thing here is very simple. You probably already know about this, but they do have a hair-free guarantee, right? Naming the guarantees is always kind of creative, and it makes the entire process, maybe more funny, more intriguing. And so having your own guarantee is great to have. And they offer 30-day risk-free guarantee. And I would also offer more. I would also offer maybe a 1-year guarantee if you have the chance, if you're really confident in your product, but to beat the competition. One last thing that I want to talk about here, and this I think is genius, is the review section here. There's nothing special about the actual reviews. There's images, there are written reviews, there's the star rating, there's also videos, right? This is great, but the filters that they have, right? Age, how would you rate the speed of the results? Hair removal effectiveness. As you can see here, this is like super important to have, and I can bet you that this increases the results and the conversion rate. Because by the way, this review section is where your customers, your prospects answer all of their objections. Meaning that if they don't buy, they probably have a question in their mind, right? So if you have a good FAQ section, which by the way, they also have here on the bottom, if you have a good FAQ section and you have a lot of not only positive reviews, but reviews where people actually talk through the experience and give a rating based on the objection. Remember, give a rating based on the objection, right? And I can bet you that these are like the most frequently asked questions. How would you rate the speed of the results? How fast do I get the results? How would you rate the effectiveness of the product? Hair removal effectiveness, right? So this is genius, and if you don't have this, I really recommend having something like this, okay? So overall, this is the same exact structure that we used to scale our client. It's been working super well. Once again, one thing that I always tell my clients, I don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? I want to make sure that we structure our marketing and our frameworks with already proven frameworks so that we don't have to reinvent the entire wheel. And once again, just to show you that this is real, we actually did make over 400K per month, super profitable, and we are actually in the process of scaling all the way up to perhaps $1 million a month. That is our next target. Okay, so this is it for this video. Hopefully it was valuable. Let me know if you have any questions about the creative process, about landing pages, and anything regarding e-commerce. Okay, that's it for this video, and see you in the next one.
On a further note, feel free to book your strategy session with our team by clicking the button down below. In this session, we will audit your brand, come up with a custom plan of action, and then we'll explore the opportunity of potentially working together, assuming it's a perfect fit. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot, and hopefully see you on the other side.